Okay, I think this is part 4 of Ashley. I'm going to do the nose now. We'll work on the nose area. I'll just get close up to my picture. We're working on the nose area. Maybe put some detail into the mouth. Not sure yet. See how we go. I'm going to use sepia 50%, and I'll just start adding some of the colour. Well, it's black, but you know what I mean. I'm using this as like a base because there's a shine on the black and it does look kind of brown. So I'm using this. Not used it on noses before, but we'll see how it goes. Just doing some little detailed little circles that you normally find on the nose, like the fingerprint. Put the pencil into focus. There. Come from. Anyway, after that dismantling of the board, I'll get the nose in. Frightened to have any music on in the background because I think I don't know, it's Facebook or YouTube, one or the other, picks it up that it's music and it's an artist and you're not allowed to put it on, so it takes it off, deletes your video. So I'm a bit wary of not putting any music on. I'm just wondering though, when you're doing it, if it's not YouTube and you can put music on, maybe you know, once it's on your YouTube video and then you share that, maybe it would be okay. I don't know, because when I'm in the zone I like to concentrate and then I'm not speaking. I've got an edge there. It's quite flat. there. Add some of the darker areas in a minute, so I can get the shape in properly. It was boiling out there. I had a coffee break, and it's absolutely, you could fry an egg on yourself out there. It's just really boiling hot. Too hot to sit in, really, for any length of time anyway. Now I'm going to start plastering cream on. I ain't got time for that. Back to the good old petrol grey. Great for eyes, great for noses, great for mouths. Really is. And if you need it even more blacker, you can always put your black on top at the end. Maisie, shut up! Maisie! Yes, mother. Just doing the crease, the front crease of the nose. I think a bit of brown black at the bottom of here. We can have some of the slate grey. Now, is it the slate grey or is it there's another, is it mild grey? Mild grey is like a steely, dark steely colour. That works. The top of the nose. It looks a bit blue on the top of the nose. So the other one is Persian grey. Persian grey and dove grey. It's the Persian grey. Where is? I thought there's one. It's like blue. That's it there. Cloud blue. Ooh. I've also got quite a clear blue in there as well, but is it that one? Nope. These are normally the colours I use for in the reflections in the eyes. But this one has blue and purple. I can see blue and purple in this nose. You can't see absolutely anything on there. But on my iPad, because I've lightened it, I can see all the colours. This is a pale lavender. I'm just adding purples here and there. Which is the light grey? That's what is it? Must be. I'm sure there's another grey or a lighter one that I've been using for noses. I've mixed them all around now while I was trying to set up a pot of the colours I would need for this one. I think that's the grey lavender, so that's no good. No. It's more of a brown. It is more of a brown. That's more of a creamy colour. I'm going to use my electric eraser, my Jacquard, just to lift back out of that grey. As you can see, or not see yet, it's just lifted some of it off. So steely grey in there to lighten it up with a shine on it. Do enjoy doing noses. I've got the window open now. I'm not sure if you can, if the microphone's picking up the waterfall outside on the pond. It's very soothing, especially when you're hot. I'm not hot in here, but I was hot outside, and it's lovely to hear the water when you feel hot. you see any light in the nose at all? Let's use another picture where it's lightened there. Let's see. So we've got I'm going to use the grey lavender for that. Where's that gone? Sure, I'll put it back in the pot. There it is. Oh, I mean, camera's in the way. Can't get to anything. Can't even see the screen. But there's no other way to set it up so as I can work close and get it on the right angle on the camera. Not with the setup I've got. Just trying to get the shape of the nose in with the darker colours on top, because we can put all the little veins and fingerprint type little marks in later. I'm just building on it layer by layer. It looks fairly black, but there's so many colours in there. I'll make sure I get them all in. I'll just put the detail back in with the rubber. Wiggle it around a bit because they're not perfect circles. They're like octagons on the nose. Not looking so great at the moment, but it will. It'll grow like Pinocchio's nose. Oh, there's a little bit there that we've missed. We've got a bit of a numb bum going on. Oh, have another stretch, another break. Some more vitamin D. Just to liven my bum up a bit. Let's see if we can get some of these little shapes in. Quite like doing these. Like join the dots. Like scales. Don't want to do it too precise because it's quite faded anyway. So it's just an idea of them being there. You can't really see this many, but when I colour over it anyway, I shall cover a fair few of them up. Some on this side nearly reaching the area. Stop my computer from going black. Could hear it then. It was about to go to a black screen. So I'm not moving the mouse. Beauty and the Beast stuck in my head for some reason. That's watching Britain's Got Talent. How terrible. Now, just do a bit above, because we've got, oh no, that's too odd. Don't like that one. Where's the other one gone? That's it. Using mild terracotta. We've got some dark hair above the nose. It's a bit orange in there as well. It's better. Back to the black brown. I had to put the red on so as I could have it as an undercoat, underlayer. This. The only trouble is, once I'm in the zone and I am quiet, I then forget that I'm recording, and I might just pop off and disappear and just forget that I'm even recording this. I have to keep reminding myself, don't forget you're on record. As long as there's no unwanted bodily functions going on. Because we won't want to wear that, would we? I might use a polychromo black, or what is it? Is it Dick Van Dyke brown? Can't remember. Let me see. No, dark sepia. Totally wrong. well, either the dark sepia or the black polychromo, because it's quite hard. It's good for getting these tiny little octagon circly things in, because with the Derwent it's quite creamy, so it's quite thick. It's so difficult to get in and draw and still make sure that the camera is actually able to see what I'm doing. There really isn't any other way of doing it, unless I've got a bloody actual cameraman here to film while I look at the page, because if you need to get up really close, you need to have the camera in your hand, and I can't do that and see to draw. So I don't know how all these other artists do these videos, but this, for me right now, this is the best I can do. So I'm sorry to anyone who thinks they can't see enough. I'm trying my best. With what I have. That's why I keep stopping and picking it up and showing it. Because there's no way to get up close unless there was a camera actually on my fingertips, which is impossible. So for now, this is the best I can do, unless anybody's got any other ideas to help me set up differently. I'm already working at a funny angle, which is hurting my back, just so that the camera can see it. It's normally a lot closer to me than it is now. So this is the best I can do. And if my best ain't good enough, then tough tater. So we've got a bit of detail in the nose now. I'm just going to blend it all in. Blend these blues and purples and lavenders together. So as it forms like a shine effect. Petrel, you are such a good colour. Where have you been all my life? Ooh, me elbow. I'm trying to put some more little details into the darker areas with the petrol grey. It's coming on now. I might come back to the nose yet. I want to get some of these curls in as well. So come on, let's get that up there. There is some, you can't see it on the dark one, but on the one I've lightened, you can actually see some of this one's grey lavender. You can actually see that in the darker area. I'll just put some little highlights in with the white Posca pen. At the end of the nose meets the fur, there's quite a dark edge. We're still building layers on the nose. I spent nearly all day on the nose one day. It was well worth it in the end. But I always keep on going until I actually think, right, that's it. Can't go any further. It's the best it can be. Where's the... there's quite a lot of light getting into that nostril. I need Persian grey here, which is another dark grey. Nearly, it's not as dark as the petrol grey, but it's great for the darker areas with the shine on. Put a bit of detail in there. With that, I'll just put the crease back in the nose because I've gone over it and it's made it disappear a little bit. Put the detail back in. Really make the nose look 3D. All the little shadows and creases. Yeah, we're coming up to 45 minutes for this nose, so I'm going to stop it in a minute before the computer has a spazzy. And I can return to the nose at another time because it's all the basics are there. It's just another few layers to build it up a little bit more, which I can always do another time. Not only that, it seems to struggle to save it as well when it's a large video. It says on this app that I'm using, a live app, I can film as long a video as I want and it saves, but for some reason I keep having problems with it, saying that there's network error. Oh, one problem after another. Yes, That's how it is. So anyway, it's either that or the computer crashes. Shame you can't pause it. You can pause it, but you can't pause it and save a bit and then add it on. Well, if you can, I don't know how to. That's the trouble. I concentrate on my art and trying to get your head around all this technology and getting it right. It's quite confusing. And I haven't really got time to sit and do the research and learn how to do it when I've got back-to-back commissions that need doing. So I'm afraid that sort of thing I'll just have to be done when I can do it, and these will have to do for now. Put a few of these details in the nose hairs. Now, some more of this shine fading out into the dark parts here. Now we can use the I've got a luminance white and I've got a Prisma white. Well, I've got a white to all the sets, but I really like to use, for instance, this is a luminance, and to me this doesn't quite do enough. But when you use the Prismas, because it's quite waxy, you can lift it off and get quite a good shine with it. So I'll just go in with a few small circles, and you can see the shine starting to appear. Now it's got a little odd bit down there. Oh, it's alive today. Actually, I think there's a really pale pale Prisma that might be quite handy on there as well. Because the luminance is more hard, you can do the little dots a little bit better with this one. They're not quite dots, so they're like I said before, like little octagon shapes on the nose. Oh, I had an horrible feeling I hadn't pressed play then. And I've been working away, sitting talking to myself for nothing, but now I have. It is recording. Very good. come out. You get that quite dark shadow of the nose, but it still looks like it's shining from the light, so it works really well with this Persian grey. I used it that much I've nearly rubbed the name off it. I'm seeming to use these Derwent Colour Soft now more than every other pencil I've got, so that's how much I'm liking them at the moment. They're really working for me. So no, that's not what I want. Is it that? I don't know. Is this petrol grey? Yes. Okay, I think for now that's what I'm going to stick with the nose. It's 90% done, I'd say. I can always come back and touch it up as I'm working along. So as you can see, it's got all those little details in, and you saw the eyes on the other video, and there you go. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed watching that. And I hope it's give you a few tips or some ideas, or you found it interesting to watch. If so, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.